The Gospel according to John, chapter 8, passage 2. Jesus is the light of the world. And then Jesus spoke to them in these words, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Pharisees said to him, You testify about yourself. Your testimony is not true. Jesus replied to them, Even if I testify about myself, my testimony is true, because I know where I came from and where I am going. But you do not know where I come from or where I am going. You judge by human standards. I judge no one. Yet even if I do judge, my judgment is true, for I am not alone, but I stand with the Father, who sent me. In your law, it is written that the testimony of two people is true. I testify about myself, and the Father who sent me also testifies about me. They said to him, Where is your Father? Jesus answered, You do not know me or my Father. If you knew me, you would also know my Father. He spoke these words in the treasury, while teaching in the temple. And no one seized him, because his hour had not yet come. Let's look at this from a perspective of faith. In this passage from the Gospel according to John, Jesus declares himself to be the light of the world, promising that those who follow him will not walk in darkness but will have the light of life. This powerful statement emphasizes his divine nature and mission to bring light to the spiritual darkness of the world. The Pharisees, questioning his words, accuse him of testifying about himself, which they believe is not true. Jesus responds that his testimony is true, for he knows where he came from and where he is going. He emphasizes that his judgment is true, as he does not judge by human standards but from the perspective of God the Father, who sent him. Jesus reminds them that in the law it is written that the testimony of two people is true, and he testifies about himself, as well as the Father who sent him. When the Pharisees ask where his Father is, Jesus replies that they do not know him or his Father. If they knew Jesus, they would also know the Father. This passage reveals a profound truth about Jesus' identity and his relationship with the Father. It calls us to understand and accept Jesus as the light of the world, who brings true life and guides us from darkness into the light. May God's grace always accompany you. Warm regards, your friend.